Hello and welcome back to Focus Atlanta. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about how to keep yourself safe and healthy during those weekend warriors. I know some of you are weekend warriors. You get out there and you want to do everything at 110%. Well, maybe you need some tips. I'm here with Dr. Corso. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I'm sure you get these kind of questions all the time in your practice. What should we be thinking about as we're getting out there, on Saturday and trying to do the absolute most? Are there any things that we should be aware of to keep ourselves safe and healthy?
Absolutely. Look, weekend warriors now with pickleball, tennis, golf, we're all getting injured. So you really need to hydrate. Hydration is one of the key factors for preventing injuries. Absolutely. And you've got to sleep. Look, 4 or 5 hours is really not enough sleep. Try to shoot for those 8 to 10 hours of sleep, really important.
Really?
And then warm up those muscles. Don't go out cold. You really should warm up those muscles to prevent injuries.
Okay. Now the muscles, I totally was ready for you to say that, but I didn't realize the amount of sleep that could be an issue for some of us who are getting out there and getting injured. It's because we haven't let our body rest.
Exactly. Sleep is when the body heals. Truly, right? The body repairs itself at night, not during the day while we're running around. We need peace, restful sleep so we can repair the muscles for the next day. But if the muscles don't get repaired and they get swollen, they're really likely to get injured. And a lot of times, look, you're sitting all day. We all know sitting is worse than smoking. Sitting is bad. You got to get up and move, because if you sit, the fluid really bogs down in the legs. So very important to kind of get up and move to get that fluid out. Now you go out on the weekend, play with fresh muscles.
Oh, okay. That is a fantastic tip. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you shocked me with that one. I wasn't ready for that one. So go ahead.
Exactly. So don't forget 8 hours of sleep. Then we really talk about recovering the legs. So you go out, you play pickleball, and you tear your muscle or you strain your knee. There's a lot of new compression devices out there. One of them in particular that I use on my company, Premier Therapy Solutions, I'm based in Boca Raton, Florida, is something called the Mueller Revive. So it's a recovery device where there's a ton of them out on the market, but these are leg sleeves that you put on your legs, press the button, and it really squeezes those muscles to get the fluid out. Now the muscle can be fresh and ready to play on the weekend. I recommend doing it before and after.
Oh, wow. Now, is that something we have to be concerned about not doing too often? Is that something we should only do once a week, twice a week?
So clearly you want to check with your doctor if compression therapy is right for you. But if you're athletic and healthy, a lot of the mainstream athletes are doing it. You can do it 2 to 3 times a week. As we look down and say, why are my ankles swollen today? Or you go on a long plane flight and your legs are swollen. That's just because we're not moving. So don't forget, movement is medicine. And that's the key factor. So to avoid those weekend injuries, you're going to move and then after recover with one of these compression devices.
Oh, I love that. Movement is medicine. That's a super easy way for everybody to remember to get out there and let our bodies get used to this process. Like you said, we don't want to just get out there on Saturday and go 110% when we haven't done any of the preparation.
Correct. And don't forget this other key factor. Mobility is longevity. Everybody wants to live longer. Well, what are we doing to treat our bodies? We got to put fuel in the gas tank and we got to stay mobile. Mobility is longevity, key factor. So really use these devices. We sell them here. You can get them on the websites, can learn more about it on our, ptviphealth.com. But I'm about longevity, how we live longer, better. We want to be with our grandkids. We want to play pickleball in our 80s and 90s. Let's go out and do it and stay injury free.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for coming on and giving. See, when you say it, it sounds doable. When the expert comes in, it totally sounds doable. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. All right, guys. She set us up for success. All we've got to do is follow these tips. All we've got to do is, do a little listening, tweak the routine just a little bit so we can be that much healthier. Thanks, guys, for tuning into this segment of Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back with more.